Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. In the last episode, we managed to find some fingerprints of a certain marshal that we know. And see how those might tie into this whole ordeal. So we're heading into trial, and I assume we're gonna be seeing Officer Meekings and Marshall in here. Without further ado, I think it's just right time to dive back into it. February 24th, 9:41 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. So, what do you think, Mr. Wright? I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. Oh wait, I'm not... Oh, I'm so... Give me uno momento. Let me try and fix this. Am I just above the button? No, I'm slightly over it still. That looks a good, I think. Yeah, that looks a good. After all, the victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes. Right, I forgot about the fact that we had Goodman murdered in 2 different places at the same time. Lana! Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. I hope that they didn't hold you too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though. So, how'd it go? It's as Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless. Yeah, because I think the scenario doesn't really pop up that often of, we have this dude that got killed. But not only that, he was killed in 2 different spots by 2 different people. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. A plea bargain? What do you mean by that? We figured that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma. Lana, don't tell me you... Much to my regret, I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. Miss Sky. We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall. What kind of trace evidence? Blood-stained fingerprints, to be exact. That's a trump card I have up on my sleeve today. Do we? Okay, we do. You do understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall? I mean, his fingerprints was kind of on a scene of the crime. So, you know. We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Sky? Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright. Oh, there's people in here. Hello, everybody. How you guys doing today? February 24th, 10 AM, Discord, quarter number 9. Ooh, number 9. We've never had the higher number before. Oof. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is... I'm afraid you'll have to clarify. Takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time. We're already diving into this? But that's not physically possible, is it? What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared. Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Wow. It's one messed up trial. Now, before going further, my theory is, because obviously we know he's dead. I'm not certain who killed him. But what I kind of believe happened is that somehow he was killed in the evidence room. Shoved into Edgeworth's car because he was there at the police department for that whole King of Prosecutors BS he got. And then as soon as he got back and everything, they just made it look like Lana had killed him. That's my theory. I have no clue if this actually was gonna happen. One of my duties as a prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. Now that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things. Nah. Even though he doesn't know what's going on himself. Exactly. That's supposed to be an admirable trait. Very well. Let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand. For his first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department. Suspect? You mean the so-called murderer? Yes, exactly that one. Oh boy. Things are getting wild from the get-go. Oh, hi, Meekings. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Please don't use them. Yes, sir. I am Officer Mike Meekings, sir. My occupation is, that would be... that would be murderer, sir. You're telling us you're a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I'll never kill anyone again, sir. You gotta believe me, sir. Actually, what we'd like to hear from you is... Sir! I'm what you would call part of the younger generation, sir. Person whose action an adult can't possibly comprehend. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Help me, sir. Officer Meekings? Yes, sir? Give us your report of the crime. Consider that an order. Yes, sir. As you wish. After all, I'm part of a generation that must be told what to do, sir. Don't fall came for lack of enthusiasm. Crime report, sir. Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. Okay. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life, then I did it. After that I passed out, until another officer smacked me awake. So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you? Do unto others before they do unto you. That's that's the Meeking family motto. Yeah, I was about to say, isn't that his motto or something? That thing I can't really say. I see. Then you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. I need there is more info to work with. So I think we should, we need to press him. Mr. Meekings, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not? Yes, sir. I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir. Okay. Yikes. Now there's a scary thought. Mine exactly, Phoenix. Evidence transfer was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers was given special tasks not ordinarily performed. I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir. Blue Badger? Yes, sir. The lovely police mascot created by the Chiefs of Detectives, sir. This thing. I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir. How would it get broken in transferal unless it was evidence for something? I see. Sounds like a very Important mission. After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around that I relocated the blue badger to the evidence room. Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room. Tell us, what did you see when you got there? Okay. In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct? Precisely, sir. I have one right here on my neck. So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right? There it is! I found it! This is the one right here. Could you please read us the number? Yes, sir. It's 4989596. That's my number, sir. I see. Huh? But number 4989596 is shown as being used twice. Please explain, witness. It's no real mystery, sir. First time is when I relocated the blue badger to the evidence room. The second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down. I see. So it was during the second time when... Yes, sir. That was when I spotted the man on the security screen. Alright, so now the only one we're missing... I'm not 100%, but I want to check it. So I believe that we're only missing... yeah, we're missing one entry. On that day. We know Miles, Meekings, and Bruce went into the evidence room. So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir. A knife. Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you? What happened then? Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was. You aren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into. That's when I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus, struggling to detain him. That's how I got this gash on my hand. If you just keep your cool, your hand wouldn't be... When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar. What exactly do you mean when you say you did it? I know I don't really look like the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir. The man let his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched his knife from him. You took his knife? I spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man. See. It must have been desperate. Yeah. The next thing I knew, his white clothes were drenched in a sea of blood, and then the next thing I knew... Yes? You punched me right in my face, sir. Do we have something for that? Do we have the photo of Goodman in the... No. Hold on a second. Wait. Can I examine this? Because the thing is... Because, like, I want to... I'm gonna try something. Actually, I'm gonna just confirm something. Look at this again. What do you mean when you say you did it? Kung Fu films. Snatch his knife. No, that's... His white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood, and then... So in a sea of... His blood. Was it here he's talked about a knife? Reacted, yes. Got this gash in my hand. Okay, we're gonna show off the knife here, because oh shit, the music didn't stop. Wait, Your Honor, a statement contradicts this. I was thinking because the blood on it is old, I believe. Let's see. Oh wait. Already seen all this. Big whoops. Ow. Until another. Oh, what time did you regain consciousness? No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious. Oh, right. According to the report from the officer that woke up to witness, it was about 5:30. He hit me right in the head, too. I woke up crying tears of pain. That's nice. I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is. When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir. Your mission? This must be the Blue Badger thing. Yes, sir. The Blue Badger, sir. Yeah. I turned into the entrance before things got out of hand. Well, we can all rest easy now. I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. The man this officer murdered really the victim? Got a point. Yes, Officer Meekings. With regard to that, sir. Take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Gant delivered it to me just this morning, sir. The chief delivered it? What is that? A videotape? Yes, sir. That's absolutely right, sir. A videotape, sir. It contains footage from the security camera and the evidence. Now I feel bad. I should have just gone through with the whole thing. God damn it. What? Well, I specifically asked if there was such a tape. I was told that it had been mistakenly erased. That's quite a mistake. I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at. I mean, poor Meekings. Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever. Well then, let's have a look. Show us the video of you murdering the victim. Oh, please stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me. Video of a real murder. Just what are we going to get ourselves into? Are we getting ourselves into? There's good, man. A glove falls out. There's Meekings. Meekings on the floor. Goodman isn't there. Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us? The hell was that wriggling piece of plywood? Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire criminal affairs department, sir. It's the Blue Badger, sir. Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? Because things never do. Okay. Yeah. Well, anyway. Tapes seem to prove that the witness did indeed encounter someone. Yeah, because we never saw Goodman's face. The evidence room and some sort of a activity did take place. Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness testimony will suffice. Is that alright with you, Officer Meekings? Yes, sir. As you wish, sir. Oh, Mr. Man. Okay. His face can't be clearly seen in the video, but there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. Now that is true. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. What's this about a fingerprint? Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint activated lock. These locks ensure that each lock can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Goodman. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. I don't know where this cross-examination will lead. But everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start. Alright. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Tell me, were you able to get a good look at him? At the face of the man who attacked you with a knife? Sir, if you must label people as having seen or not seen the man's face, I believe I would classify it as the latter. He had not seen the face. The latter? But you were standing right in front of me, were you not? More to the point, you are a person who fought him, aren't you? Ah, yes, sir, but I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking with them, you see. Yeah, that's a good trait for a police officer. Still, I'm sure it was him. I bet my badge on it. But you don't know for sure, do you? You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face. Well, I suppose you might say that. That is, if you must label people as having seen or not seen it. Since the face can't be identified in the video, only you can verify it. Why is everyone looking at me? If I had to label your status as disturbing or Meekings. Haven't been shown a questionable video at best. We are not in the best of moods. Now please be more certain when you testify. Yes, sir. You claim the man who brandished a knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you're positive it was him. About these lockers, is there no other option to open them? No, sir. I myself tried all kinds of methods in the past. They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir. I wonder what kind of methods he tried. If the man opened the lock, which only responds to its registered fingerprint, then it must be the person the locker was assigned to. Exactly my point, sir. And this too. How do you know that information? I've heard rumors, sir. From people in the know, sir. People in the know? The workers in the department's cafeteria, sir. They keep me informed. They also listen to my romantic trouble, sir. For record, the open hall did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a more reliable source. So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint. However, the most important detail is not shown in this video. The man's face. Sir, if I may say something, sir. Please do. After all, you are the one being examined. I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock, and it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir. My unsettled state can testify enough to this, sir. Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie. That is, unless the defense can find a problem with it. It's right. Let's check the court record again. So, the thing is, what I want to see here... Oh, thank God it doesn't play the music. So we see here a blue badger just fucking waving back and forth. In comes good, what we believe is Goodman. Oh, I know the so there's the glove that falls out here. Here comes Meekings. Okay. The knife he's holding looks a lot like Edgeworth's knife. We see Meeking is knocked out there. No one else is around. And then there's a rag that's sticking out of that locker there. Is this everything? Oh, I just reset. Yes. Regarding the video contained on this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange. Strange? This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman. What? This video contains such a contradiction? Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh no. I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video. You will want me to point it out. Very well, proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. We'll now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of. I have to point out a problem in the video? It's the first time I've ever had to do that. You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind or pause the video. Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing. There are two things. Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video. How did this guy ever become a police officer? No, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where is the contradiction that indicates this man may not be Detective Goodman? Okay, so we can fast forward. So I want to get where we can see the knife. Gonna rewind a bit. The thing that's strange about this video would be this. This. Hold on a second. I need to use my eye drops, but I don't get it. Would you mind if I borrowed your eye medicine? Don't look at me with those bleary eyes. Before your eyes get too teary, perhaps you should think this through again, Play the video again. Okay. Okay, so... Yes. It's the other thing I want to look at then. I'm just gonna... fast forward here. This awful music, man. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Yes, that is strange. Something certainly seems unnatural about that. What could it mean? Don't turn it up, Mr. Wright, but you seem to have forgotten the point of this exercise. Point? What you are looking for is one thing and one thing only. Something that indicates that man may not be Detective Goodman. Oh yeah, Phew. I almost walked right into the defense trap. Place him under arrest, sir. Rats. I need to slow down and attack these things one piece at a time. And what do I do? Okay. I wanna see when he walks by then. Is he wearing gloves? Can we see his hand at all? Whoop! I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Okay, let's go one more time. Play the video again. Okay, remember right button this time, Ono. Right button. So, fast. My god, what is it? Or is it the glove that fell out? Let's try that. We've gotta be sitting here for a little while, I think. Okay, so when he opens the locker. That pause. Rewind. This a glove. Strange about this video has got to be this. Hmm? Is that strange? Some couldn't mean. This again. There is something. Can I get a clear thing on the knife? That is the question here. Yeah, the gloves falls out. Here comes Meekings. Wow, that badger is very conveniently placed, isn't it? Oh no, not percent. I almost did the thing. Can I get a clear on the knife? I hope I can. Oh my god. I don't know what else. I think I'm lost. Okay. Oh, I'm genuinely fucking lost. What the hell do I do? Let me think here. No, I'm going back to that freaking thing. There has to be something in there. I am determined of it. Yes, there's a problem. I swear by it, there's a problem. Like, it wouldn't be an option if there wasn't something wrong. What else is out of place here? Wait a second. This is... Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. Thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Meekings? Sir, do you mean me, sir? As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like that. Don't stop playing the Blue Badger music, please. It's driving me insane. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. If it's a match, the light turns on and the lock is released. According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir. If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. When the victim reached for the handle to open the locker, let's rewind to a little earlier. Here, notice the light? What's this? It's already lit. Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already opened before the victim grabbed the handle. Order! Order! What's the meaning of this? It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When the door is shut, the sensor is triggered. And the locker is automatically locked. Oh, I know. It must have broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this. That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor will detect and report any malfunction. Oh well. Here's goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation? Me, Your Honor? Yes. Why wasn't the locker locked? Me, Your Honor? Yes, well, you see, it's exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator? Huh? Oh, maybe something like jam the system sensor? Something jam the sensor? Say something else that seems out of place. Oh, the glove! The glove! Yeah, I thought so too. There's got to be another clue somewhere in this footage. Very well, let's inspect the video once more. The locker wasn't... Okay. So, fast forward. Yeah, so When he opens it, out comes a glove. Please watch closely. It's a continuation of the part I showed you earlier. I wonder how many times today we're gonna have to see this. Not really sure how many. What's this? Something white fell out the locker. But sir, it's been my experience that things falls out when doors are open. I often fall out and roll great distances when I open my car door, sir. We can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with. What do you mean? The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door? Inserted? Oh my, it's really gonna be, we're gonna have to see through this video a million times. Out comes the glove. His white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times I get stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me. But our object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door. Not only that, they would also have to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator. Yes, an insulator. But at the crime scene, there just might have been something that fits the description. But sir, by insulator you don't mean... I think I finally got this figured out. Very well, will the defense please present the relevant evidence? What was this insulator that was stuck in the locker door? So it has to be... this thing. Like, it's a rubber glove. And it's extremely thin as well, so it could fit in the door. I found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove. But we can't be sure that was in the victim's locker. It has a tag that says SL9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The little land attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is this not so, Officer Meekings? Sir, it would appear so, sir. Order, order, order! So are we to believe then that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman? Exactly. Do not be misled, Your Honor. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? The defense has merely demonstrated the possibility and nothing more. The victim in this video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? Officer Meekins, please testify about this. Sir! Me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh! You mean that, sir? Of course, sir. Ah, fuck's sake. Is this a joke? Yeah. Feels like it. Very well, begin your testimony. Mr. Man 2. There's one other thing that proves that man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. ID card record. I see. I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. The ID used at 514 is that of the victim. Just before the crime, Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why were there so few people using this room? This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases. Special cases? Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end. Me too. Although it doesn't make much of a difference. There's only a few cases up for transfer there, and most were cleared out by noon. Right, I see. Now let's move on to the cross-examination. Alrighty. There's only one other thing that proves the man was... oh yeah, this. Let's see here. So unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid, do you? Yes, sir. Solid as stone, sir. My hand wasn't wrapped in bandages. I'd even give the V for victory sign, sir. Couldn't he just use his right hand for that? Let's hear him out fully. As we've seen, one never knows what he might say until the very last second. I am curious, though. I'm just remembering. Wait, it's been a little while. What was it? I wanna... But we found... Let's show this. Here. Wait one moment, Officer Meekings. I'm not good at it, because why I'm doing this, and obviously since the music stuff, that's probably... It's the fact that we found the freaking... the ID just out and about. It's like, wouldn't it have been on his person if it was him? I had the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene. That makes sense. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. Lost item report? It's only half completed. But it shows that Detective Goodman has lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. Let me guess. You believe there's something to be his ID card, right? I can't say for sure, but there's a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card. Order! Order! So now, what does this all mean? Can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Meekings encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card. Order! 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 Does the prosecution have a response? I have only one thing to say to the defense. Bravo, Mr. Wright. Bravo? Allow me to summarize the defense argument. At 5:15 on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room, Officer Meekins' encounter, was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victims lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yes. What's he up to? That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder. That's it. That is, well, I guess that's right. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? On a moments ago, you seemed content to be pointing your finger around. And now you pointing your freaking finger around Edgeworth. This isn't going to end well. Oh boy. Well. It seems you finally realized exactly what we've gone to such lengths to prove. Explain yourself, Edgeworth. The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means the murder did not take place. The police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. So the real crime could only take place at one location. The underground... Oh, shit. At the prosecutor's office. The murderer being Miss Lana Sky, the defendant. We kind of shot ourselves in the foot there, didn't we? The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness. Observe the moment that the defendant used the murder weapon. I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning. The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekings encountered? Where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman. Yes, so, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, you have to do something, or else Lana... What do? How am I supposed to get... I mean, object? One moment, Your Honor. What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you just proven. Of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap. What are you talking about? This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. Oh, my eye. Fuck. I'm sorry. I got something stuck in my eye. Okay, I think I'm good. Oh. However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, a large amount of blood traces was found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. This court were to examine this further. Other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared? I'm sorry, Your Honor. Prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. This might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand. Mr. Wright, do you mean... Your Honor? The defense would like to request a specific witness. Oh? Whom do you have in mind? Someone who we have reason to believe knows the truth. Truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room. The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply. Very well then, Miss Wright. This person who you would have testify, what is his or her name? Mr. Jake Marshall. Officer Jake Marshall. Why him? Can't let Edward know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say. Prosecution agrees to the defense request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time? We will, Your Honor. Court is now in recess. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh? What do you mean? You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured everything out. I haven't figured anything out. Lana, you're the one who knows everything. Emma, you always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you. I don't recall ever asking for his protection. How can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh. Yes, I am. I'll come back later. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? You got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run all around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. Sorry, detective. You better be, pal. Hey, 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 hey! I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky. That's okay, so... Have you brought what I asked? Oh. 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 You mean this, right? What the fuck is that? My apologies, detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Miss Wright's name when making my request. My name? Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? That seems pretty appropriate. I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy. The SL9 incident? Lana, that's... I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here. You might do well to read them. Can't believe you. The chief prosecutor were a witness in that case. Miss Sky was a witness? Files for the Joe Dark killings sold 2 years ago. Take it from me. You don't want anything to do with serial murder. I want to. Does it actually? Okay, I just wanna check here, because it said former, and we're taking a recess. I say Joe Dark, sentence death. Victims: Edward Jones, Edith Kirby, Jeb Bates, Jesse 9, Rachel Moss, Neil Marshall. Miles, witness, Lana and Emma. Investigating task force. Executive Damon Gant, Lana Sky, head investigator Bruce Goodman, investigation Jake Marshall, Angel Star. So Gant was on. Neil Marshall. Seems suspicious. Oh, what? Now that I brought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? Emma? But why? Why is your name in here? What? My name's in here? I don't know. Unless... No, it couldn't be. Lana! This is a line incident. Is that... That's the classification number the police filed it under. A few years ago, the rest of the world knew it as... the Joe Dark killings. The Joe Dark... No. No, Lana! That's over with! No! Emma, wait! You ran away. You know, I just remembered I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. What the fuck is this about? Jake Marshall, Angel Star, Damon Gant, Miles Edgeworth. Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. It can't be just a coincidence. Knowing you just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. Better take a good look at his file. To be continued. Alright, that was interesting. That was, yes, very much we would like to save our progress. So, that was interesting. So, I mean, I guess that just means that in the next episode, we'll just get through here. We're gonna get Officer Marshall up on the stand. See what information we can squeeze out of him, I guess. And hopefully take this into a direction where it seems like something makes sense. Which probably won't anyways. But that being said, thank you guys very much for joining me. And yeah, I really should write down like what I should say during an outro. I really should. But so I'm just gonna do my old shtick. I hope you have a good continued evening, afternoon, morning, or whatever it is, wherever you are. And I will see you guys in the next episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. So have a good one, everybody. Stay safe. I'll see you in the next video.